just making sure.
Yeah. All right. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you, depending on where you're connecting from all over the world. It's good to see you again for another Makera live stream. My name is Jason, the Education Director here at Makera. And as always, I'm joined by Roloff, but you're here. You're physically next to me, which is exciting.
In real time. Hello, everybody. My name is Roloff. I'm the User Experience Director for Makera, and it's great to be here.
It is. It is.
Yeah, with each other.
Yeah. We'll talk more about where we are right now and all of that great stuff. But it's good to see so many folks already with us. Of course, you can connect to us right now from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We're streaming on all of our social accounts. Quick note that if you want to participate in our comments and our giveaways, that is for Facebook and YouTube. You can participate in our giveaways from either of those. Instagram users, you can enjoy watching us, hearing the chat, seeing all the cool stuff we have to talk about today, but your comments won't be able to be entered in our contest. So, Rolf, we're here. We're at Makera HQ.
Yeah, we have traveled all the way. Well, you've all the way from the US, me all the way from South Africa. Yeah, I've been doing a whole trip around the world because I was in New York for machine maintenance. Yeah. Then we went to open source, which was super exciting. And now all the way around, we came to China, Beijing, at the headquarters. Yeah. It's so great to be here, to meet the people, meet the team, everybody that puts together, the machines that
absolutely. And so many new team members too, which is great. Makera is growing, and we have a lot of really exciting things going on right now. And somebody who's going to be able to tell you a little more about that later tonight or this morning, or again, depending where you are, is we are going to invite our CEO, Josh Young, on to chat more about us. But that's going to come later. Also later, we're going to reveal our Reddit contest winners, and we're going to go over the Reddit contest, which closed about a week ago or so. But before that, a couple exciting new things going on, some sales, some promotions, things like that you can take advantage of that we want you to let you know about. So right now, our Prime Day sale is going on, and that ends on July 30th. And it's sort of spend more, buy more, save more, right? So depending on how much you purchase, there's different tiered of savings, right? So you can save up to $500 off depending on how much you order. So there's different tiers for that. And to add on to those savings, we are going to give all of our stream watchers here another coupon code, which is Prime Day. So if you use that coupon code, you can have an extra $100 off, and you can combine that with our other Prime Day promotions and things like that when you purchase either the Carvera or the Carvera Air. So a little bit of extra savings for you for our current sales, which again end on July 30th.
Yeah. So obviously, there's never a better time to purchase the machine. The sooner the better.
Sure.
Things are getting more expensive, so
Yeah, and you have. I'm sure you're watching this with some projects in mind, right? So now's the time to do some projects, and you can probably save quite a bit too, which is really cool. Really cool.
And then going into our next point, there's also something exciting that's happening. Is we have another live stream next week on the 28th of July. Where we're going to be showing you guys one of our latest products. It's a vacuum. We might give you a little sneak teaser today.
Yeah, we might say that for later tonight.
We save that for later tonight. But it's super exciting. We're going to give you that. There's also going to be giveaways, and obviously the vacuum just pre-sell, talking about the dates, talking about the prices, and just telling you all about it. We're super excited, and then more. We also have another. Link that we want to share with you. So we want to hear from you as well. Your input also changes our thought process in our designing, in our product, in our firmware, in our software. We want feedback from you. So we have a survey that one of our team members will post on the YouTube chat. So keep an eye on that. And if you can fill that survey out by tomorrow, you'll also get a $50 coupon for orders over $300.
Yeah.
So all these savings that's going on, you can kind of put them on top of each other.
Yeah, for sure, which is super exciting, right? So again, there's a lot of great promotions. We'll remind you about that later before we sign off too. So lots of cool things. And again, thank you so much for joining us right at the start here from wherever you are in the world. I see folks have been sharing from all over. So there's some folks from North America, some folks from, it looks like we have folks from Australia and Europe and Asia and all over. So that's pretty awesome. So thank you everybody here. So some other things that you may notice is that our team has been busy, usually here in our studio that we're in right now, making some really cool sample projects, posting that on our YouTube and our socials, right? So we're going to kind of overview just a couple of things that you may have seen, right? We have them here in front of us. And we're also excited to announce that in addition to some of the videos that have come out, We have more content, more training. So not only can you see these projects, you can learn how we made them. And we're also going to be sharing all the files with you too, if you want to download some of this cool stuff. So I think for me, one of my most exciting things I'm seeing is personally this chess set here, which is not out yet. This is a sneak peek, is that this is a gorgeous, like acrylic, very clear chess set to kind of expand upon, I think, a chess project that we made so long ago when we first launched the Carvera. It's sort of like an inlay acrylic set number 2, which is pretty cool. So that's a pretty cool project we have here in front of us.
And it's inlaid with another perspex. So
yeah,
it's still a flat board, but there's an inlay, so it's so clean. It's so nice.
That's a good one. I know a lot of folks also like this guy here.
Ice,
the ice cutter.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Right, you can kind of heat it up and then put your block of ice on it, and it will etch, this design into your block of ice. Right, so lots of cool things. This is a similar concept, right? This is pretty cool. So this is sort of like a stamp that you can use to impress into a piece of leather or something like that. So that's a pretty cool project, right?
And I think one of my favorites, and it was also an absolute hit at the Open Source Expo.
It was.
We'll talk a little about that too. Is our little tanks.
Yeah, these guys are pretty cool.
They are so much fun to build yourself. Like 50% of the parts, or let's say maybe a little bit more, it was made on our machine exactly. So the side profiles is aluminum. You have a PCB that's also made on our machine. The gears all be made on our machine. Super cool project. It's not just a visual thing. You can actually drive this thing around
with your phone.
And also battle one another.
Yeah, these are little like IR laser blasters. You kind of play like laser tag with your tanks and knock out some health and things like that. So this was, as you said, a huge hit at Open Source. Which we're going to tell you all about, right? So Open Source was so much fun. Roloff and I were both there along with a bunch of our team members. It was personally, I think, my favorite event I've ever attended. And it was amazing.
I agree with you. I'm going to have to agree. The people, the type of person that goes to Open Source is 100%, a potential customer or just a
maker,
lover of making
creator,
things.
Right? Everyone, we were recognized first off. So thank you for everyone. Like, you came up to us and you were like, Makera, we've seen you. We've seen your ads, right? We've seen you on your on our YouTube stream, right? But no, it's just like the inspiration of the projects and things, people walking around. I kind of, if you've never been to Open Source, I would kind of describe it as, first off, it's kind of like building off of, if you may have heard of Maker Faire, which is all over the world, right? So it's kind of like Maker Faire, kind of like Comic-Con, kind of like, YouTube, like all these YouTubers that's probably in your stream like us. They're talking, sharing, collaborating, showing their cool projects. And listen, it was awesome. We have a quick little montage that we're going to drop in here and share with you now so you can see, but we were able to meet so many people. We have so much cool content that we were able to create. So this is just a sneak peek of what we saw.
Open Source 2025. James Hobson, aka the familiar face, Scotty from Strange Heart.
Yeah, hey, I'm McStorm.
I'm Joel. I'm from Portugal. All I makers here, like the projects that people bring. And this was made on the Carvera. Recently started using CNC machining. It sort of feels like coming home.
I got
we get
Carvera.
Most of the people that go to the shop, they have a 3D printer, but they are just limited to plastic. Right. And many of these creators, they step up their game. Go from just making parts out of plastic to making parts out of wood, other plastics,
fiber.
Yes, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
It was just like robot central and battle bots, right? So there was some beams and things like that were cool. There's the tank, right? So some more samples that we had on display, some new samples, and huge thanks to our whole team. We have 7 folks there at the show, and then also obviously all the folks here at Makera HQ that did so much work to support us with helping us create samples, the tanks. We're gonna get a little bit of insight on how this tank was created later when we bring Josh out here, because the team kind of worked pretty hard to get that done in time in order so we could have 200 something tanks or whatever at the show, folks able to build them there. So really cool stuff. And for the tanks, not only are we going to give some of them away, preview, don't worry, there's going to be some giveaways today, folks, but we're also going to have, again, some tutorials and guides on how you can create that and fabricate your own coming soon.
Yeah, that's super cool. I also want to mention one thing about open source is I want to thank just a bunch of people that we know that's already a customer that was there. It was so awesome to have people on the booth.
Yeah.
And, we're talking the whole day. It's a busy show.
I feel like your voice is still kind of like still coming back. I don't think you've fully recovered with how much we were talking there.
We talked the whole day.
Yeah.
And in some cases, we just saw our existing customers, started talking to potential new customers, and it was so great to see. And they're sharing their real-time experiences, which was so awesome to see. They're helping each other, talking about what they can use the machine for. Some complex jobs, some basic jobs. But it was so cool to be there and to see this and just to be part of this whole maker environment.
I think the coolest thing was, listen, I think our samplers are cool. I think our team does a great job with our samples. But what the customers brought and said, and what all of our Discord users do, you guys are awesome and inspiring for like what we do. Like every time I go to something like that or look at like these cool boxes and inlays or what James the hacksmith brought with his custom machined switchblade or whatever.
He's a big fan, by the way.
It humbled me a little bit. I was like, all right, I gotta step my game up a little bit. I have to make more things, right? So it was so cool. So again, thank you for everyone who dropped by, all those customers, all those potential users, and also all just the creators and makers who were like, yeah, these machines are awesome. Like that's exactly why we do all this stuff. We host these streams and things.
Yeah.
I think with that, it's time for us to do our first giveaway. I think
so.
It's time for all of you folks who are here with us, again, early, late, midday, whatever time it is, we're going to give some stuff away. So get your keyboards ready. If this is your first stream, this is how this works. So we're going to give you a hashtag keyword in a moment. You have to type that keyword exactly like we share it to you. So capitals, no capitals, whatever it is, you type it exactly. You can only enter it once if you type it. And then we're going to do a draw. And for the first one we're going to do is we're going to give a $100 coupon for a purchase of an order over $500. So if you spend $500 or more, you can save an extra $100 off that. And we're going to give 5 of these $100 coupons away. That is just our first giveaway here. Let me see if we can get this.
Showing there?
Yeah. Let me see if we can get this up on the screen here. Add to stage.
There we go.
And the first coupon code is
hashtag 100.
100. Ooh, sorry for that noises. Hashtag 100.
So let's start collecting comments.
Here we go. Hashtag 100. Let's see, they're coming in here. Again, you have to type it exactly like that. Hashtag 100.
There we go.
And we got some folks coming in here. Yep. So again, this is going to get you an extra $100 coupon on any order over $500. We're going to give 5 of those away here, right?
And maybe just remind the people of Instagram comments will not show up in our list. So if you want to participate, it has to be either on Facebook or
on YouTube. Yeah, if you want to participate in this giveaway here. So we'll give you guys another couple seconds. And again, this is just the first 5 giveaways. We have a number of giveaways that we're going to do tonight or this morning or wherever it is in this stream. I got to stop saying morning, night. I'm all backwards still. I'm not quite on the time zone yet. Here, right?
I love it being here this time of the morning because I usually have to do the live streams at 2 a.m.
Yeah, so usually this
is just a normal.
It's nice. You're just starting your day here. Yeah, for me, normally we do this before I go off to bed. So this is a good change of pace for me here. So here we go. All right.
Let's at least get to 100. We're on 99.
Here we go, folks. Keyboards. Hashtag 100. Save yourself $100 coupon.
Okay, let's go.
Here we go. And we're going to do 5 of these. Click.
Let's go.
All right. Let's see. Who's the first winner of the stream?
If we can announce it.
If we can.
Hey.
Tom. Congratulations. Tom, you are the first stream winner. Thank you so much. And we'll tell everyone in a second how you can get access to your code. So let's do our next draw here.
Let's do it.
Pick again. Here we go. Again, we're going to do 5 of these codes, and these are just the first few winners of the stream. We have lots of fun giveaways we're going to do here as we go on.
David Peterson.
David, congratulations. You are the second winner. All right.
And let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going.
Let's keep
rolling here, folks.
We're
giving away a lot of things tonight. My drum roll is going to get weaker and weaker as it goes on. Sebas OH, congratulations. Winner number 3.
And we keep it going, right? Let's
go.
Let's go.
Keep it going. 2 more here. 2 more. Again, these are comments dropped in either from Facebook or YouTube. Can be pulled.
Although we have
There we go.
Peko Jr.
Congratulations.
Number
Congrats.
4.
And we have one more.
And one more.
One more. Here we go. This is not the last winner of the stream, just the last winner of this first giveaway. Trosuma, congratulations. So all 5 of you, first off, congrats. Thanks for participating here. You just won that $100 coupon off any order over $500. So congrats and thank you so much. To get access to this coupon, what you need to do is you have to screenshot your info, right? Whether it's your YouTube account or your Facebook account, whatever you just entered and won with.
Yep.
And you can send that to info@makera.com. And our team will get in touch with you. If it's a digital giveaway like that, we'll just send you, a coupon code that you can then use for your purchase. If it's like a physical thing that we're going to be giving away, like for example, later in the stream, we will get a mailing address and we'll figure out how to send it to you. Right. So again, to screenshot your info, whether it's a YouTube info account, Facebook info account, send that to info@makera.com. And of course, also don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe if you haven't already, because you got to do that. In order to win your prize. So make sure that you are pressing that subscribe button or that follow button, depending on where you're watching this here. So first giveaway, but we have more. We have more coming soon. I think at this point, it's time to bring on a very special guest.
Yeah.
Not only one of the key players who bring us the Carvera Air, but also the person that brought us out here. So everyone, please welcome Josh Jung, our CEO of Makera. Josh, come on in here. Thank you so much for joining us. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's
nice
good to be
to
here
see
in
you.
person.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's great to invite you as a guest, at the HQ. So
Right.
It's great to be here. Thank you so
Yes.
much for inviting us
You're
to come
welcome.
visit here and have a conversation
Yes.
with you, and also tell the people all about yourself.
Indeed.
Very nice to have you guys here, and hope you have a very great trip.
Thank you.
time.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been amazing so far. It's been amazing so far. And, we've shared that a little bit. We'll keep sharing some of the cool things we're doing when we tour the factory and things soon. So stay tuned for more of that. I think what we've done here, folks, is Rolf and I prepared a few questions that I think are things you guys are probably wondering, but we're also going to select a couple questions from comments too, time permitting. So if you have additional questions for Josh here, you can feel free to drop those in as a comment, and we will, we'll select a few as we go on, time permitting. But I think the first question, Josh, if I can throw it your way, is folks probably just want to know a little bit about your background, like your passion, your experience, that background that eventually led you to creating Makera and the machines.
Sure. Hello guys. I'm Josh, CEO of Makera. I was originally a software engineer a few years ago, and I worked in IT industrial for quite some time. But in my spare time, I'm a maker, and I'm a huge fan of RC planes, drones, and robotics. I remember that I got into the digital fabrication tools, including 3D printers, laser engravers, and CNC machines around 10 years ago. Among these products, I found that the CNC machines were the most powerful and suited my needs the best. So, but at the same time, the CNC machines, as you already know, that was the most difficult tool to use.
Yeah, for sure.
So at that time, I was wondering that if we could make a better machine that is compact, smart and easy to use for people that can encourage the makers like us to create things. I think that's the main reason that why we created the Makera company and also started our journey.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. I remember the first time I met you. We were driving and we couldn't stop talking about, because we had so much in common, because I'm also in the RC game, so I like to fly remote control RC planes and play around with that too. So we had so much in common using CNC machines and things like that, and it's so awesome to be part of it, and because we share this passion. It's a great product to kind of just push our passion in the right direction. So that's great. That's absolutely great. I think, and the second question we have for you is, of everything Makera has accomplished this far, what makes you excited or like what are you most excited about? About the whole company and products.
Sure. Yeah, I think along the journey, we got a lot of things, a lot of exciting moments, such as at the beginning. When we first launched our first product, the Camera,
at
that time, because that machine was not cheap, and it's our first product. We worried a lot about the people's feedback.
Right.
But after the first batch of customers received the machine, their feedback were very positive, and they were happy, they were satisfied with the machine. I think that's one of the most exciting moments we had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what we exactly want. And as more and more people received the machine, we saw that a lot of people shared their products in our community. And like PCBs, metal parts, wood crafts, a lot of things. Yeah. That inspired us very much. And I think that's the most exciting thing later.
Yeah.
And even what impressed me the most was that among these people, most of them were the first time CNC users. Yeah, that was very impressive. The first time they can build a lot of beautiful and useful things. Yeah, that's very impressive.
Right, and I guess that goes to, of course, what you said was your initial journey of your experience in your hobby RCs and 3D printers. You wanted to create a CNC that wasn't inaccessible or too challenging for somebody who it would be their first CNC. They could learn how to use it and engage with it. So it's awesome to see that in use. Yeah.
Sure.
That brings us kind of to our later point, is the Reddit contest. You guys stick
that's
around. It's gonna be. We're gonna show you all the great stuff.
Just incredible projects,
That's
right?
incredible.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. That's coming soon in the stream. So, Josh, I think also building on that with our next question here, your extensive background in software design and software engineering, and also your passion for creating an easier to use, approachable system that like the Carvera. What, with your experience in all the different CAM softwares, Fusion and all the things I know you have experience with, what was the big push and intention for Makera launching their own CAM, like Makera CAM?
Yeah, that's a good question. In my opinion, I think that there are a lot of CAM software options out there, but I think most of the powerful CAM softwares, it's not very easy to use. It has high learning curve. It's more for like industrial users, factories, not makers, not even beginners. And there are maybe some cheaper and free options, but the functions are not enough. They do not have a lot of functions, because you know that with our machine, the Carvera Air, you can make PCBs, you can make wood crafts, wood reliefs, even fourth axis rotation parts. There's not a single solution option that can let people do that all. So it's complicated. So that's why I think we decided to make our own CAM software, which could be easy to use and all-in-one solution for beginners, especially our customers. That's main reason. And we officially launched that late last year, if I remember. And we will definitely continue to improve it and continue to support that.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you.
I can also kind of just my experience with CNC machines. If I open a well-known CAM software, there is so many buttons on the screen, there's so many options of cutting things, and all I want to do is just a basic pocket or something like that. But the process that it takes to learn a software with all these features, it's overwhelming, and I think people get scared. So it's great to see, us developing. We have a whole team. I saw that's designated to the CAM software, and it's great to see. And our goal is to obviously make it usable,
make it better,
continue to make it
easier.
Because I've spoken to many people, and it's not as simple as a 3D printer as a slicer yet, but it seems like we're going in the right direction to make it easy to use for beginners. And we're looking at the Reddit contest. People is actually getting that done.
Yes,
So-
yes.
so we're definitely
That's
very
very
cool.
impressive.
We're definitely doing something right, which is exciting. And,
For sure.
yeah,
For sure.
and we're excited about the future updates. Obviously, it's a basic, but yeah, that will in the future continue to grow. More features, more things like that. So
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
absolutely great. I think a very exciting question, and lots of people,
Some folks, I'm looking through the comments right now. Some folks are essentially asking these questions. So go ahead, Rob.
Okay.
What's our next question?
What does the future hold for this company?
Yeah,
What can you tell us a little bit about?
Yeah. I think as many of you may have known that we're launching a new accessory or vacuum system very soon, and as Rob and Jensen mentioned that we are growing. We have a group of people. We are definitely developing new stuff to especially since it's related to our customers. And I think our goal is to build a desktop CNC ecosystem, not only the machines, add-on accessories, but also the software, controller, the CAM software. And we are even building a platform for user to share their project, collaborate with their project.
Right.
It's ongoing.
Very cool.
And it's like a 3D printing, the model sharing platform, but more CNC oriented. We're working on that, and I think there are a lot of new things coming this year.
That's exciting.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
everybody.
Stay tuned, folks. That's awesome. No, it's there's a lot. The company's, again, from all the great feedback and all the users that are using our machines and doing awesome stuff, you guys are keep motivating us to come out with, CAM improvements, accessories to help improve, like you said, that CNC ecosystem. So
like other 3D printing ecosystems or let's say file sharing projects, many of those you can use as the projects, it can be used as a CNC, but many of those models are not really CNC suitable.
No, they're not optimized. And of course, downloading a model is just sort of the first step, right? That really, we want to make sure that our users can not only find these models, whether they're 3D models or 2D files or PCBs, right? But also get, the knowledge and the resource to actually do something with it, make something with it, right? That whole kind of full circle development ecosystem.
Yeah, sure. I think finding a model is maybe not very difficult, but find a suitable model for CNC and really make it using the CAM software and other steps are the most difficult part. That's what we are going to solve in the future.
Very cool. That's great. Coming soon. And he also mentioned, more things coming soon. So I think everybody can be excited for what's to come. Ecosystem, will just keep on growing with the more people that's interested in the machines and the development of the project.
And of course, also the new logo. I don't know if you guys all noticed, but the new logo, the new branding. So that's also a new thing that came out. So some new cosmetic updates to the company here. So we have just a little bit of time where we're going to pull maybe like 1-2 questions here. I see there's so many folks that just commented, thank you for all you do and everything for Makera does, and thank you for creating awesome machines. A lot of folks said like they love their machines and they welcomed you onto the stream. So thank you guys for that, right? Here's one technical question that I know is, I think maybe on your own personal making, right? When you use a vise on the CNC, right? Why would you choose to use a vise? Like what is the best way to potentially, like what type of project would sort of, encourage you to want to use a vise as a fixture?
Sure. I think the fixturing since work holding was a big and very difficult part for the CNC machine. So on our Cavera and Cavera Air, as you have already known, we have a work holding system by default that allow you to hold a lot of stuff like a flat plate or we have a thick L-shape the bracket for you to hold. But sometimes if you are milling the metal, a big metal, a thicker metal, you want to hold it tighter.
Sure.
Yeah, advice might be necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Very
sure,
cool.
Sure.
Yeah, thank
Sure.
you for that. And I think also this is kind of coming back to what you already said about upgrades, more updates coming to Makera Cam. With AI tools being all over, do we anticipate, the question is, do we anticipate integrating AI into Makera Cam in the future?
Yeah, definitely. I think we are on the progress of do some investigation. I think definitely we will. But we are, I can maybe talk about something. Yeah, we recently, maybe next month, we will have a big update for the Makera Cam software. We will add some more functions, and the current preview is not very complete. We have the 3-axis preview functions, but we will add the 4th-axis preview functions. It's hard to develop, but we will add that next month. And also currently the 4th-axis is just rotation relief 4th-axis milling, and we will add the index milling. You can make the pockets use 2D files for the 4th-axis. Yeah, in the next version. Yeah, it's more about 4th-axis because we know that a lot of people like the 4th-axis. It opens a lot of new possibilities. Yeah.
Just to give people just an idea of what indexing is on the 4th-axis.
Yeah.
So if you have a part like this and you just want to rotate it 90 degrees, then you mill up the top part, and you can rotate it 180 degrees, and then you can do functions like that where rotational is where it's spinning and simultaneously milling the contour. So
sure.
Cool feature for mechanical parts.
For sure.
Very cool feature, and you can also do like holes on the side of parts.
If you want to use your 4th-axis to drill specific points, even thread mill specific points on that mechanical part.
Sure. So especially as Rolf mentioned, this hole. We can mill the other parts by the rotation relief 4th-axis. But for this hole, you might need an index milling for that.
Then you use the y-axis as well.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Sure.
So that's coming soon, which is great. And I think the last question from all our comments here, and I don't even know the answer to this one.
Okay.
Can they buy Makera t-shirts? Or are we going to start selling Makera t-shirts in the store? Because there's some folks asking for some cool Makera apparel. I don't know if that's going to come soon here, but there's some interest in some Makera swag.
I think we will. Especially we have recently we updated our logo and redesigned the logo, the fonts, and new t-shirts, polo. Yeah, we will definitely do that.
Awesome.
That's great.
Very cool. So there you go, folks. Thank you for dropping in so many questions. And also, again, a lot of folks just said, thank you so much, and a lot of good feedback. So guys, thank you. And again, Josh, thank you for sharing all that. Before we let you go, we think it would be fun if you participate in our next giveaway, right? So
absolutely.
Everyone get your keyboards ready. We're going to do our second giveaway of the stream here. And for this one, we're giving away 3 things. And it is going to be a thing because it's going to be our tank kit. So we're going to give away this build your own custom RC remote control tank that we featured at Open Source here. So Roloff, you are getting this good to go.
I'm going to type in tank, capital T,
#tank is your keyword.
And we can start collecting the comments.
We can start here, folks. So get your keyboards ready. And again, Josh, we'll let you do the honors in a minute here as we let folks comment. So we're giving away 3 custom tank build your own toolkits.
That's so cool. So fun. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about the tank.
I think it has a story. So originally, we just wanted to build another example project for the open source exhibition. But during the designing process, we found that it might be a very fun project. So we thought that why don't we just make it a kit? And we even designed a web UI, the game interface, and our match system for it. As you can see in the exhibition. At the exhibition, I think we got a lot of interest.
A lot. We brought too little.
I think you guys will love it too. So we will after some maybe improvement, we will open source it and provide this kit in our store very soon.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. And again, all of these metal parts you see, which a lot of them are threaded, were machined on the Carvera and the
Yes.
Carvera Air,
Sure.
as well as the PCB components. You know, and the team combined some 3D printing and some other open source hardware components to create this fun project. Right?
Yeah. You'll love it.
Yeah. Awesome.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
It
There
is,
was,
it is.
Kids on the show, they were building these and they were playing with it. It was so much.
And
I felt like a kid again.
And, right, I was gonna say kids and adult kids, right? We're playing with it. Yeah, awesome stuff. So are we ready?
We're ready to go. Josh,
All right, Josh,
I'm
you be
gonna
honest.
let you push that button,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then
I'm gonna
Here we go.
push this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, the first
first
tank
giveaway
recipient
with 140 entries.
kit
141.
here will be, let's see,
Crudely made.
Crudely Made.
I reckon-
Awesome name
I
there.
recognize this name.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cool.
I
That's
thought of-
awesome.
Friends.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
had this one something before.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Crudely Made. You are our first of 3 tank winners.
And let's
Let's
go.
draw again.
Yeah, draw again. Let's go.
Let's go.
Another drum roll here. Custom tank, build your own tank toolkits.
I do.
I do 256. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Congrats.
congrats.
And let's
And
do
one more.
One more.
One more.
One more
Yes.
tank kit
Let's
here.
go.
Here we go.
Okay.
Benedict.
Benedict.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
So,
guys.
and a quick reminder to all of you folks to receive your custom tank, and for the folks who won something earlier on, a couple things you have to do. You have to subscribe to us and follow us, depending on wherever you're watching the stream right now. Screenshot your user profile, the thing that says your username, all of your account info there on, again, YouTube or Facebook, wherever you just won that from, and email that to info@makera.com so we can get in touch with you. If it's a digital thing like a coupon code, we'll send you a code for you, a unique code. If it's a tank, we'll figure out where you are in the world so we can send this toolkit out. So congratulations to our winners so far, and of course, more winners to come. But before we get to that, Josh, again, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for chatting with us here, answering our questions, but also the couple questions that the users came in. And again, there's just so many comments here, folks saying, not only thank you for your time in the stream, but also all the work that you and the whole Makera team do to develop our awesome machines and accessories.
And this awesome studio.
Yeah, and the studio.
Yeah, this it looks great. I wish we can obviously do this more, and we will.
More.
We will.
Yeah,
we will for sure.
And it's great to have you.
So thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I think,
Welcome.
with that, we're going to move on to another exciting thing. Our Reddit winners here. So I'm going to load our Reddit winners. Roll off. Will we do that? Give us a quick reminder. How did we choose these winners? It was difficult. It was really difficult to choose the winners. What was the criteria here?
Yeah, so it was very difficult. We had a panel together here where we were putting together, the final list of makers.
Yeah.
And it was a combination of a few things. We obviously took the upvote count on Reddit, was one of our main methods of choosing who's going. And then we also, from our side, we had a 30% vote for creativity, and then 20% for technique. Now, some of these projects, they put in so much detail. They showed in every process how they go. Everything was great.
Right.
Everything we saw was great. We had a discussion through every single project, and it's so hard for us to choose, but we have to.
We have to narrow it down somewhere. But
and I'm saying we, but it's not just us. We were a big panel, so it was a collaborative decision. And we're super excited to share our winners. We have we'll give you the prizes after we announce. But everybody who entered gets 10% of bits and accessories and materials. So everybody still gets something. And our staff will contact all the participants via Reddit to share the coupon codes and things like that. So thank you very much, everybody, for the entries. It's really great to see, and like Josh also mentioned, it's so cool to see people that's even new to CNC, make awesome stuff. You know, that's
there were a lot of people that said like, this was my first project. So first off, good for you to say like, not only did you get into CNC machining and that's the first project, but then you shared your first project in a contest, which is super cool. I know that when I first got into making, I was barely sharing things outside of my little like maker bedroom, essentially, let alone, you know, posting them and sharing them and collaborating, right? So as Roloff said, and as the whole team thinks, thank you for everyone who shared your awesome things, because those projects are, again, a lot of the motivation, inspiration for the team to come out with all the cool accessories, cam upgrades, all the things that the team has been doing so far. So thank you. And again, every single person is going to get that 10% coupon off bits and accessories. So our staff is going to message you, like send you an individual message on that, on how you can do that. So I think with that, let's dive into our winners here. So let me see if I can go as a presentation, right? We're on screen here. So Roloff, tell us a little bit. Third place, you guys are all going to get a $100 coupon here, right? Is that still, what do we got going on?
That's on the screen. Maybe we can just full screen that.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I can here. Let's see if I can hide this. Slide only. There we go, folks. Maybe? Yes.
Yeah, that's
excellent.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So $100. Yeah, I don't know why that's doing that. Anyway, here we go. Third place prize winners. We have 10 third place prize winners, and you guys just got a $100 coupon. Let's go through. So first two project winners, we have Friendly Mountain 710 did this really cool surgical. I don't know if that's called loops. I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it.
I don't think it's
showing.
Not
showing. I
yeah.
don't know. Okay, hang on a sec, guys. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Please hold. We'll do it a different way. I'm just going to.
I can see that page.
Yeah, hang on. We'll do this. We'll go screen share.
First time doing this, guys. Give us just
yeah,
just a moment.
Here we go. We'll do this, and I'm just gonna do this real quick. And
there we go.
That's all right, perfect. Here we go. Technical difficulties with the slides, but first two third place prize winners, Friendly Mountain 710. Congratulations, you're our first third place prize winner, along with Cloudy, Bastian here. So two awesome projects and two different projects, right? And of course, we're just overviewing them here. You guys can check out the details on the Reddit thread. This first one, essentially, he machined like a custom, used his Carvera Air, I believe, a custom jig, a custom fixture to machine these openings to create his own surgical loops. And then also this really cool PC front face here. That was a cool relief project, right? So first beautiful. Two third place winners. The
first one had a comment on his project that he said he could buy those glasses for $3,000, or he can just buy a machine for the $2,500 and just make the machine, make the product itself. Yeah. So
super cool.
Super
Some
cool
creative design here, right?
Let's carry on.
Next two. We have 737 Aja something. Really cool handle, right? A cool handle for like this espresso coffee thing, right? Yeah. And we have No Evidence, right? You made this pretty cool like 3D printed / milled RC sim racing setup that I think was obviously inspired by professional racing cars here, with some cool carbon fiber 3D printing, some cool acrylic buttons machine. So congrats to the two of you as well, third place winners. Yeah, awesome stuff. So do these two?
Yeah. So Nitro Shazbot. This was a cool project that you can actually use with your machine. Like you can measure your tools exactly. So there's a gap on the inside that fits the tool collar, and then you can actually, and then there's a measurement in millimeters that will show you how long your tool is. Yeah. And in many cases, you don't have a ruler or like a tape measure.
I'm always looking at my mills and my end mills. I'm like, is this an 8 mil? Is this a 10 mil? Right? And I'm getting out a ruler to measure the length. So this not only holds your bits, but gives you a quick little way to say that.
Both these projects, and the other one was T-Volleyball. This is cool projects you can actually use with your machine. So we like the thought behind it, and also the use case that you can actually, it's very usable for people without
machines. Solving real world problems, which is pretty cool.
That's really another cool. Third prize winner. We can carry on. You can take this one.
Yeah, so this one was pretty cool. So Zam Hellis, and we should also announce, if we're saying that your name, we apologize. We're doing our best here, folks. But yeah, so this was a pretty cool like luxury joystick, arcade type thing where the box was machined. Really cool epoxy finish, by the way. Awesome. Like awesome finish, and some of the buttons machining out of brass and some beautiful polish and things like that. So that was just beautifully made. And then Enjoying Life More made a pretty sweet ring. And we should also point out that a number of these users maybe posted several projects, right? And as Roloff said, there was a lot of criteria, right? So we just highlighted a couple for the prizes here,
Yep.
but some really awesome projects here. This awesome ring that was machined. Well done. Two more third place prize winners.
Super cool Game Boy, like retrofitted Game Boy design by Lego Froggo. It was so cool to see. The way that he used brass to actually use the new faceplate for the Game Boy. It looks so cool.
I also think brass and I think that's walnut is the back.
It's
just
the back,
such a cool color combination, right?
Yeah.
So beautifully made.
Yeah, that's another one. And then the gym guy, 0220. This guy, I think, also had multiple entries with a bunch of projects. We just had to include
some really cool detail.
Very cool, fine detail on his parts. Obviously, you can see more detail of these guys' work on the Reddit contest. So check that out. There's so many things to look at. And I think most of these projects is inspiring. It inspires me to just go make things.
I am definitely have to step up my retro gaming setup with these sim wheels and this arcade unit and this Game Boy thing. So pretty cool. So those were our third place winners. Again, congratulations to all of you.
I think we just got a comment from the actual guy. Congratulations.
Yeah. And thanks for joining the stream, of course. That's awesome. That is awesome, right? So congrats to you and thanks for sharing that. And of course, just like for the 10% coupons, our team's going to send you a Reddit message to make sure that you figure out how to get that $100 coupon. So
great stuff.
Now going up, we have 5 second place prize winners here, and you are going to receive a $500 coupon, starting with Slight Cut 3293. I was really impressed with this one personally as a cool project building. This picture does not do justice. So they did an awesome job with some 3D print prototyping and then machining all these parts out of wood. And it's like a wind-up spring toy. So definitely go on a Reddit thing. Check out the video of that where you can wind up the spring and then the toy flaps. Yeah. That was pretty cool. Very difficult tolerances and things like that. That was awesome.
It's a very functional toy. Yeah. It's so cool to see. And I think this is one of our younger users.
Right? Yeah, I think so too. The
video I saw,
someone who's getting into CNC and making all that, which is awesome. So thank you for sharing.
Congrats. This was another very cool design. What this guy did is he modeled his daughter's face,
right?
And then he used to cut these glasses out of I'm not 100% sure, some acetate, and then he bent the shape to make a custom glass for his daughter.
Yeah,
which is so cool and such a great use case.
Yeah,
and it's a very inspiring post that he made. So that definitely deserves the second prize.
Yeah,
so congratulations, Zealous Idea Dance, Ideal Dance.
Yeah, lots of good detail and stuff shared in that post too. I also think as everyone's saying, we're calling all these really cool and impressive because they all really are all. I know we're repeating ourselves here, but again, super hard to choose. Yeah. JetBro Toll, another second place winner. Congrats. This is also somebody who dropped by our booth and we were able to interview at Open Source. So you can actually we're going to be sharing that interview soon, right? Where we're able to meet him in person, which was super cool. So thanks again for swinging by our booth. And thank you for these cool things that you're doing, right? So JetBro Toll makes some pretty cool big cabinets and furniture like you can see on the left, and then uses his Carvera to do some really impressive inlay work and machining. And I know he shared that he's getting into the 4th axis and stuff. So I'm sure lots of more super impressive projects to come. And that's also a pretty slick box. So congratulations.
Works beautiful.
Really cool post. Thanks for sharing this unique project.
Yep.
I think another second place winner.
Yeah, this was also a guy, I think he had multiple entries. But the 4th axis work and detail that they did on this pipe and some other work as well. It was a very cool detail to see. Really cool. I think he did the pin as well, which was very, very nice work on the 4th axis. It's good to see people doing undercuts and making functional things like a pipe. Not that you should use it functionally, but
it's cool. And beautiful finishing work too. Beautiful finishing work. Looks like something you can buy, which is, I think, just that always makes me super excited.
Someone mentioned Popeye's pipe, but yeah, it's so great to see.
Super cool. Super cool. This is another second place project. This one again is another one that I don't think the picture shows everything. It's a custom self-designed wood keyboard by RTTG4. Really cool stuff. Even the keys are machined out of wood. And really a lot of work went into machining the back of the keys so the wood was thin enough that the light shines through. And also, a lot of folks at Open Source were asking us, why do I need a mill that also has a laser engraving module? Well, you don't need one. But if you have one, you can do cool stuff like this, where you're using your mill to cut out the wood keys. very deep wood, deep pockets, and you're also using either the built-in laser for the Carvera or the optional laser for the Air to then etch, the letters on the surface of the wood. So this is a pretty sweet combination method project that was all made in one machine.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. So job well done for
Job
our
well done.
TTG4. And those were our second place prize winners. Now we are down to the end. This is where it got even more difficult, as if it wasn't already hard to pick. So we have, I believe we have 3 first place prize winners, all going to receive a $1,000 coupon for their creations, for their projects. You ready? First place prize winner is random name user who has the greatest username. And no, that's really cool. Again, this is one that I don't think the picture does justice. It's a really cool camera telescope assembly where the machine parts, the bracket parts, a lot of detail, a lot of really difficult precision tolerances went into this. Really cool design methods. And again, one photo probably does not do justice for any of these projects, but really awesome stuff. So congratulations, random name user.
Yeah, I just want to mention one thing about this project, what's made me like, the size of this project didn't justify, it didn't actually fit on the bed of our machines. But this guy jigged up, the parts to actually sit in a jig. Then he rotated it, and he molded it again. He rotated it again. I think he had to do it in like a few steps.
Yeah.
Obviously, check out this job. It is an amazing
really
job.
Cool
and
stuff.
the detail that he got in the aluminum and the parts that he's making, and a very functional telescope, I believe is this thing.
Yeah. Awesome.
So cool.
Really cool. Really cool. And that's like the inspiring of we got to step our
game up.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right. First of the first place prize winners. Second of the first place prize winners is Mountain Muchacho.
Yeah.
Right. Another beautiful high detail. And somebody who posted a bunch. So they posted a number of watches. I think this one was the titanium watch style.
Yeah.
And a lot of troubleshooting. A lot of method improvement. Right. And they shared some of that there of the work that they had to put in, that trial and error, that design process in order to come out with, again, something that looks so professional that you could go and buy. But again, you made that with your machines and just beautifully crafted. And again, there were a bunch of other faces too that were also
other faces. There's the amount of detail, and obviously titanium, which is something like a machine can handle it, but not made for mass production of titanium. But the amount of detail that he got with it and the process that he gone through, I remember when he started this, he had some fine detail of toolpath things that was not 100% accurate. Right. And he has dialed that settings in 100% to get these things so perfect.
Oh, it's incredible.
So what a great job, Mountain Muchacho. Great job to you. It was an absolutely beautiful project.
Really well done.
And
thank you for sharing.
Super professional product.
Yeah. And we have one more. The third of the first place prize winners is Cinetronics. Somebody again who posted a number of things, all kind of in the audio video space, right? So it's just some beautiful detail. This box, we're looking at custom enclosure, custom electronics, custom interfacing parts, the attention to detail, and how the projects were combined. And then in addition to this photo, there was also some really cool camera brackets, jigs, accessories, really, I think, pushing our machines to what they can do in terms of real world tolerances, precisions, and again, something that requires a lot of trial and error to get right, to actually meshes correctly, solve problems, and are usable in the real world, not just prototyping, but like a professional, legitimate product that you can use for your camera setup, your audio visual setup, an interface for this tape recorder is the one that we selected here as the primary prize winner. But really,
his photography was also
just stunning. Yeah, and also the attention to detail, and also how the post was shared, and the several posts, because again, there were a number of posts. So job well done to Cinetronics, congratulations. But also, again, congratulations to not just these folks that we've selected here, but all of our Reddit contest winners and all of the folks who just participated in the Reddit contest. Because again, not only did you do such an awesome job sharing your method, sharing the collaboration, and winning things, but also just collaborating with one another and inspiring the Makera team to do more stuff. So thank you again, everybody. This contest, I think, was so much fun for everybody. Except for maybe the judging phase, that wasn't fun. Except that we got to sit there and go through all the projects and get inspired a little bit. So this is the first public contest we've done like this, but I think the first of many. So stay tuned.
We will definitely do more.
Yeah, we'll definitely do more contests. So stay tuned for that.
While we're giving away things, I think let's give away more things and do our final giveaway of the stream. So get your keyboards ready, folks. This giveaway is going to be a 50% off
purchase coupon for either the Carvera or the Carvera Air. So it's a machine purchase coupon, 50% off, custom discount code. Let's get this ready to go. Roll off. What's our keyword going to be?
I'm going to say hashtag capital C Carvera.
Hashtag Carvera. But again, it's for either the Air or the Carvera. This 50% coupon code off your machine purchase. Let's go.
Go.
Give you a couple seconds here. Get those keyboards ready.
Although we appreciate your effort and your enthusiasm, you can only enter once.
You can.
Your comments will not.
The software is smart like that. It's
Yeah,
gonna feed through that. Only let you enter once. I see a bunch are coming in here. Lots are coming in. What are we at? This is cool. It's just flowing streams. Last giveaway of the stream here, but of course not the only giveaways, because we have another stream coming up that we'll tell you more about in just a moment here. So lots of cool stuff. Lots of Carveras coming in.
What are we on? What are we
What's our
on?
count there?
111.
111.
Let's keep it going. Let's see if we can hit 120. I think
Come on
we have
here,
more.
folks.
Thanks. Let's go, guys. Obviously, if you're on Instagram, rather go just put the comments on YouTube or Facebook.
And while we wait for some more of these coming in, remember, in order to win, not only do you have to pick you, but you have to subscribe, follow us, like our Facebook page, depending on what you're viewing on, right? So make sure you do that. If you haven't, everyone can just do that. You can just do that right now. So if you're on YouTube, press that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, press that like or follow button on that stream there, right? So make sure that you follow us on our social channels, so that way you are eligible to win these prizes that we're giving away, not just this stream, but all of our future streams. Now's a good time to do that if you have not already done so.
So I think let's call it.
All right, here we go. Final
129.
winner of the stream.
And
Drop.
go. We have 130 entries. You can still enter.
This is your last chance to get a hashtag Carvera in. Here we go. Congratulations. I say Dwayne.
I think that's.
I apologize if I say that wrong, but congratulations. You just won that 50% off machine purchase coupon for Carvera Air. Congratulations. So for this last user and for all of our users, all you have to do is make sure that you follow us, like us, subscribe to us, whatever you're watching on. Screenshot your user account info, whether that's YouTube or Facebook, depending on what you're viewing on, and send that to info@makera.com so our team can figure out how to get these awesome prizes to you. So congrats to all of our winners for the stream. And again, a huge thank you for everyone for tuning in. I think before we officially say goodbye, we have a couple of things. I want to again thank Josh for coming out. I mean, that was awesome to not only, of course, invite you and I here to Makera HQ, but to take the time to chat with us, share some insight, share some previews. Hopefully you guys are excited, because I think he shared a lot of not only why Makera is here today and that, but also that there's a lot to come in software cam upgrades, a lot to come in accessories, a lot to come in maybe some more products and things like that. And apparently Makera t-shirts too, right? So some cool things to look forward to. So again, a huge thank you to Josh Young, our CEO of Makera. Don't forget that there's also a bunch of sales happening right now. The Prime Day sale is going on. I'll give you that ticker code on the screen here. So buy more, save more. You can save, I think, up to like $500 on your order, depending on how much you spend. And if you use the additional coupon code Prime Day, that will allow you to save an additional $100 off here on purchase of a machine with that you can kind of bundle those together, which is super cool.
Yeah. And then just a final thing, just jumping back on that survey link, we'll post that on the chat. Please, we want to hear from you. We want to make, we want to improve our things for you guys. So we want to hear from you. And if you submit that form by the end of the day tomorrow, then you can get a $15 off coupon for orders over $300. And that cannot be combined with other promotions. And don't forget about next week's live stream. We have something we're going to show to you. We're not going to go into any details here, but this is something that we will show to you. We're not going to show too much, so let's just go. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Cheers.
Thank you for joining us.
And stay tuned. Hopefully, we'll see you again next week. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.